What's up, everybody?
What's going on?
How's everybody doing tonight?
I am doing fine.
Oh, 30 seconds and I'm in my driveway. Can't wait for this stream. Actually, it says dream.
Yeah, I guess it's a dream come true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how's everyone's week been?
Ugh.
Too long.
Too long? Yeah, I didn't get to do much POTA this week, unfortunately.
Well,
Yeah.
I had a lot more time to do POTA this week, but I wasn't really supposed to be doing a whole lot of POTA this week, so I didn't go crazy with it. That's for sure.
You only have like what, 20 more days?
Yeah. Today's the 11th. 20 more days.
And then you have a full year worth of activating, huh?
Every day.
Well, I've decided that if I'm going to do it next year, and I haven't totally decided yet, but if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. Who in the world is calling me? Anyway, I'm going to do it hunting and activating if I do it. I'm going to do
Oh,
both.
there you go.
That would be a real challenge.
Don't park to parks count as hunting?
Park to parks do count as hunting, but
so technically,
yeah, that's what everybody said. Well, how come you don't have your name in the hunting right now? Well, there are days you don't get park to parks.
Yeah,
it is rare, but I can think of the one day that would have knocked me out, and that would have been my activation in the ice storm, because there was very few people activating that day, and I was doing FT8, so I did not get a park to park that day.
That's where you need access to like a remote station. So even if your station's not working, you just go to a remote station.
Well, I mean, if I was trying to go for hunted, I would have made sure and hunted one from home. So I would do it different, and that's only if I decide that I'm going to do it. I've still got 2 weeks and about 3 days until my goal stream. So
yeah.
And the funny thing about that is because I'm going to have several people on that night. One of them knows he's coming on. Several of them don't even know they're coming on yet, but they're coming because the king will decree it. But I'm going to let all them go first, and I'll have mine all wrote down, and I just have a feeling that I'll hear all theirs, and mine will be light or something, and I'll just wad that piece of paper up and just wing it right in there. I want to do things differently, that's for sure. But no, this week I've been off work due to health issues, and so I wasn't really supposed to be doing a whole lot of POTA. I did seem to get in about 3 a day, so I mean I wasn't over exerting, but I was in most nights fairly early, and I did do lots of rest and stuff like that. So I don't know. I feel better.
Well, that's good. That's all that matters. That feeling better.
I'm also supposed to be reducing stress, and
I don't think this is doing it, man.
I will go ahead and tell you I have a rant planned tonight, but I'm going to let Hayden talk about his week first.
Okay. Well, I didn't do much this week. Just a bunch of hunting. Getting frustrated with the home antenna, so I'm exploring options for a new one. I've got the end-fed half wave. It's I don't even remember what it is. The Ecom Portable 3. And it's just not performing the way I wanted, I guess, because I have it in an inverted L configuration. Yeah, so I'm going to be looking for something different. Maybe another Eagle One, maybe a DX Commander everybody's been raving about. We'll see.
Yeah, well, like I said, I haven't been able to do much in the way of POTA this week, unfortunately. Personal life's been busy. Next year I may potentially try to do park a day. But I haven't really decided yet. I mean, really, reality is you could start at any time. You don't have to start on January 1st. I mean, for them to track it in their little monthly thing, they do, but you could technically start at February 1st, the way I see it. And just go to next February 1st and be like, hey, I did a park a day. I have to wonder if they're actually going to be coming out with a new award for that. I would hope so.
Well, I can tell you that if that was the case, the way you just said it, I'm already done. I don't know. I don't know exactly. I'm wanting to message James and ask him if he can look it up when the last
Jason.
time. No,
James. Yeah.
I typically get James to look stuff up for me. I need to ask him when the last time it's been since I haven't activated a park, because I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that I'm good till I was good way back in November at least.
Yeah, I kind of stopped paying attention to the stats they put out every month because, the same names keep coming up of the same people who aren't, yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I haven't watched the stats since they switched it.
Yeah, I wish they'd just put it like, a little Excel sheet or chart or whatever. And it's like, here you go. Well, that'd be a lot better.
It's been going less and less stats here lately anyway. So.
And they're going to every quarter now, aren't they?
Yeah, they are going to every quarter.
Hiking and Hammond's in the chat. What's up, Lou? Yeah, so I've just been really just kind of playing with the radio at home this week. I just got my end fed back up, so we'll see how much longer it stays up before it falls again. That's always fun. This week I'm hoping to do a couple of parks. Nothing guaranteed though. I actually want to do a soda this next weekend.
Where's the soda at?
It's over by Camp David.
Oh.
That sounds interesting.
Well, it's just north of it. It's like some like wildlife preserve or whatever. It's not like a hunting area. It's just like strictly a wildlife preserve. And like there's no trails or anything, so like you just kind of have to find your way up to the top of the mountain.
Oh, so it's a West Virginia soda.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, West Virginia sodas. There's plenty of them. It's just I don't know that I would really suggest going to some of the places that you go to.
Yeah. No, this one would be fine because, like I said, it's on the state wildlife managed land, and then it will qualify for the bonus. I think I mentioned it last week. No, I wasn't here last week. Yeah, last week I went back to the original soda I did, and I wasn't able to do that one again because it's too low in elevation. For here, it has to be above 1,500 feet. That one's only like 1,300. Okay. But I brought my radio up anyways, and I actually made a few contacts on a 2-meter simplex, including a guy that was, I think, a good like 40 or 50 miles away. Just using my little HT. So, yeah, next time I go up there, I'm definitely gonna get like an Ed Fong like roll up J pole and just toss it up into a tree, see what happens. Because, like, I tell you what, you'd be surprised how far you get out with just 8 watts or 5 watts or whatever.
It's just nobody hardly here around me uses 2 meters. This is a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be an issue for you.
I definitely next year I definitely want to do a lot more soda. I do want to do a lot more soda, that's for sure. It's definitely
you gonna go for that Billy Goat Award?
I haven't even looked into that. What is that, like 100 points or something?
It's like 1,000.
1,000 points. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know that I can. I don't know that I can get 1,000 points in a year.
I don't know, maybe.
Because, well, I mean, not with the other stuff I've got going on.
Oh, well, yeah.
If I strictly just dedicated to soda, yeah, I could. But then the whole kingdom's going to go in an uproar, and people's going to be looting and rioting the villages and stuff. And
no, they just have to go and start doing soda hunting.
There you go, James. Apparently, you're in Lou's new video.
Uh-oh. Okay.
He said after this, he's doing his new video.
Well, I will have to catch it on replay, Lou, because I have my monthly Patreon call right after this one, the business call, and the link is up in Patreon for the tiers that go to that call. But all right, so I've been on here long enough without ranting.
Yeah, go ahead. I've been waiting for
What's the latest rant?
And I'm not even supposed to be ranting. And PP Man's gonna fuss at me for ranting because he always does.
Just breathe during your rants.
He's gonna be like, "You're raising your blood pressure. You're raising your blood pressure." It's the spotting page, y'all. Listen, I appreciate hunters that respot me. It's really cool. I appreciate respots. I really, really do. It's nice of you guys to do. If you are going to respot me, please respot the actual frequency that I'm on, not what I put is what I'm on. I'm on a Yazoo radio, okay? So I put what the Yazoo shows me. Mine is pre-programmed in when I go to 60 meters. So I understand that for Icon people, it is a different frequency. Cool. Hunt me where you got to hunt me. Leave my spot alone.
What?
Step 2.
How's it?
How's it? No step 2. ICOM and Yasu operate on different frequencies and talk together?
They're both on the same frequency, okay?
Okay.
But where Yazoo's is pre-programmed in, it's the pre-programmed channel shows the middle of the frequency.
Are we talking 60 meters?
60 meters only.
Well, that's a problem. It's 60 meters.
Yeah, no one uses 60 meters.
You only have certain channels you can use. It's not that hard to find me.
Yes.
There's like two or three sideband channels. So that's step 1 of the spotting page. Step 2 of the spotting page. If I'm at a 2-fer, a 3-fer, a 4-fer, a 5-fer, I chose to spot myself at a particular park for a reason. Do not change my park, because even if I'm in that park as well, do not change my park, because what happened to me today was I got about 7 or 8 repeat calls, and then like, well, you're in a new park. No, I'm not. I'm in the same park I've been in. And then I go to the spotting page and somebody re-spotted me in the other park number. Why you would change somebody's park number for? I have
that just makes no sense.
No clue. If you want to put that I'm in both parks, put it in the comments like a normal person would. Don't change my parks.
That's why I stray away.
The only thing you should do is when you're respotting, the only thing you should do is write a nice little message in there and then hit the enter button.
And last but not least, on the spotting page, please look at the comment, and if somebody is QRT, do not respot me. And definitely do not respot them about 45 minutes after they've left the park. My ham alerts went off today 45 minutes after I left the park. Somebody respotting me. Guess what? I'm long gone, y'all. Just it's real simple, you know.
That'd probably be funny to listen to. Like someone spots you, but you're not there, and all you hear is just a pile up, and no one's responding.
Nothing makes me madder than going down the road and my ham alerts go off, and it's me.
There you go, James.
Because I don't know if it's somebody using my call or
it's the Mothman.
That's Mothman.
Mothman. Yeah, it's the Mothman. But I don't like, when I'm out roving, I'm in a hurry. I don't have time to explain to 7 or 8 calls. And I was wondering when I started getting the repeat calls, it was by people who never repeat call. They're always on top of their game. And the one guy's like, "Oh, I don't guess I wrote it down," and then the next guy's like, "Oh, this okay, I guess I got you." And then the third guy, he was like, "Well, you're in a new park." I'm like, "No, same park." And then I got to thinking, so I went and looked on the spotting page, and somebody had literally just, why you would even go up and change a park number for any reason, I have no idea why you would do that.
No reason at all.
Oh, I was irate.
That would be frustrating.
Other than that, if you're a wingnut, I'm sorry, 7230 is not yours. I will activate there when I want. Enough said.
There you go.
What the heck is a wingnut?
Is
that a group?
Evidently, it is people who control 7230 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
Nice.
and the gentleman proceeded to tell me that he guaranteed that he would run me off. And I
sounds like.
Oh, really?
And I guaranteed him that he would not. I told him, I said, "Listen, you can come with 20 of your buddies. You can all have 1500 watt amps. And I promise you, when you go to bed tonight, I'll still be sitting here calling CQ if I don't got my activation in."
Sounds like my new SSTV frequency.
Oh, they got a website.
And what's really funny, technically, they're not even really wingnuts. I'm just going to break their bubble. A wingnut is a fans for the Red Wings up in Michigan. So unless you guys are Red Wings fans, you're not even real wingnuts. Get a life. Okay, ran over. I'm done.
Next time you should go activate on 14.3.
Hey, now right here on their website, if you're on 7230 with an activation, they run you off. Right here on their website, they got an alternate frequency. Tell them to use that. Oh, this is fun.
Yeah. The bad thing is the new medicine that I'm on, it has me a little short fused. So I wasn't quite as calm and cool as I normally was. I normally just let them go on running their mouth. But when he come on there and said, "This is the wingnut frequency, you need to leave now." And I said, "Well, right now, this is a POTA activation and I ain't going nowhere." We went back and forth for a little bit, but I stayed, and he eventually sat there until I got done, and then ranted and raved to nobody because nobody was even there. But yeah, fun stuff.
Yeah,
that's interesting. We've got an interesting website.
Yeah.
The funny thing is I happen to know a wingnut who hunts me regularly, and I really cannot wait to talk to him about it, because I'm gonna tell him to send a message that if they really want to lose a frequency, mess with me. I'll make it the official POTA activating frequency.
Do that for 14.3. 14.3 on 20 meters, and then 7230 on 40 meters, and I don't know, like 80 meters. I don't do enough on there to
everywhere.
Yeah,
it is just wall to wall lids on 80 meters.
Yeah.
That's where I like to do my nets.
All right, have a good night there. RC, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, man. I hope you're not a wingnut and I
Have a
offended
good
you.
birthday.
Yeah.
If anybody's a wingnut and they're watching, I apologize. I know it wasn't you, but that's just crazy.
Just
Sounds
a few
like
bad operators, man, and
Sounds
it
like a good
ruins.
group of people.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
it's
reading the intro on their website, it sounds like a great organization.
Oh, now I've heard them tell plenty of people to get off their frequency that they own it 24/7. Not just.
I wonder how much they pay for a frequency.
Not just Parks on the Air. It's their webpage. Like if you go there calling CQ monster trucks, they're gonna run you off.
Yeah. Well, it's not cool because they even list they have an alternate frequency on their website. So,
On the upside, last week I had some really, really good net people that would come over and get in my log and ask if they needed to move their net, which was coming up in like 10 minutes or something. And I told them no every time that I would move, and I moved every single time because I'm super easy to get along with like that. If you ask me nicely and get in my log, I'm cool. I'll move.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty nice unless someone says just something outrageous or stupid.
Yeah.
Like, this is the international emergency frequency. I'm like, okay, bud, you don't know how ham radio works, I guess. Oh, Kyle's in the chat.
Kyle actually is in my log from today.
Nice. Yeah, he's hunted the crap out of me whenever I've gotten activated.
I couldn't hear him. I even looked for him on CW. I still got to figure that out.
That's going to be interesting, Terry. It's going to work some POTAs from the parking garage at work.
So let me ask
if you're sitting on top, that would work, but...
Because I can't, I had this problem today. I was listening to CW today on a frequency. I think Kyle was on 7.062. With the 991A, James, what do you use for CW for mode? Do you use upper or lower? Does it depend on the band like it does with sideband?
Why are you going to ask me a CW question for?
The 891 does the same thing.
I'm going to probably tell you wrong. But I'm going to use lower for lower and upper for upper,
Okay.
That's just me.
So with the band then.
But I'm not a CW person, and I'm probably going to get called out in the chat really quick.
Well, Dan says use CW mode, but I have an upper and lower CW.
I know what you're talking about.
I have CW lower and CW upper, Dan.
I'll take an upper if you don't feel good, and use lower if you feel too good.
and Kyle says use upper, and Kyle does CW constantly.
Now, is that upper on 40 meters, 80 meters?
I think you use upper in general.
Okay. So it's like digital.
So
yeah.
Well, here's the thing, though. When I go hunt CW on 40 meters and I use lower, I'm still hearing them fine and getting through. So does that mean there's other people that's moronic like me that does it, or somebody explain this to me?
Kyle. Kyle says always upper.
Always upper.
Yeah, okay. Sounds right. I think, and Kyle can correct me wrong, isn't lower used when you're trying to run split? I think. If I'm mistaken, you can let me know. But because I know what you're talking about. Like when you go to the CW mode, it says CW upper, CW lower, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, mine does the same thing.
But I don't think Well, no, I guess the 817 did that too.
It's weird, yeah, because like my G90 is just CW, and it's just listening to a segment.
Cool. Now the chat's even getting conflicting. Well, all I know is anytime I've ever hunted CW on 40, I've used CW lower and I've made the contact. So, but maybe I'll try CW upper on 40 and it'll be more clear. I don't know.
Yeah, Kyle's saying you might want to double check.
I'll just start going to the spotting page and tune in the frequency, and if I hear something on upper, I'll go with that. If I hear something on lower, I'll go with that. But I found myself changing the frequency in order to find the CW.
Well, if you found yourself changing the frequency, they were probably on the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's I guess you just switch in between upper and lower.
I'll play with it, see what I can do.
I need to do.
Not that I know what I'm doing as far
maybe,
as sending or receiving.
Kyle is probably only here watching tonight for just waiting for me to say what day my CW activation is going to be.
I was about to say I need to do one too.
Yeah, it's going to be sometime in the next 20 days, Kyle. The next 20 days is going to be.
He's going to wait till the 31st it's 10 o'clock at night.
It's probably going to be. It's probably going to be December 31st at like 11:15. I'll have you know, Kyle, that for my Patreon members, I added a CW practice room now, and there is several. And Pat's a Patreon. Don't even know this. That's how little he pays attention to his benefits. And there's several of us who's actually going to start taking classes together this week. I figure I'll be more likely to attend if there's like 3 of us attending the same class. So
where is that channel? I don't see it.
It's in there. I promise.
Oh, CW practice. Okay. Got it.
Very last voice channel.
Yep. Cool.
So 20 days. I probably won't push it to the last day. That'll make me sweat. That'll make me sweat too much. We'll probably go like December 30th.
Does the 991 have the programmable CW things?
The keys, yes.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be easy then. Because you could just do like to CQ your call sign, and all you have to do is like key their call sign and then hit a button saying 5973. So like, I'm saying like it's totally fine to do it that way.
Okay, but here's the hard part for me. Okay, it's not sending my call sign CQ. It's not sending CQ POTA. It's not sending 5NN Whiskey Victor. It's deciphering who actually called me back.
Just use your phone.
Oh God, that's not what I'm trying to accomplish here.
I know, but like I use my phone in combination with like listening. Like I'll listen and be like, I think I missed a letter. And I look down on my phone, like, all right, I think that's the call sign.
Well, I'm probably gonna my whole first activation. If I've got 12 in the log, I figure I'll have 8 of them right. So
I'm sure they'll email you.
Yeah, I'm quite sure. I've had people email me over. How come POTA says that you logged me at 1307 and it was 1306? Look, I type it in. My stuff is automatic. Okay, I don't know what you wrote down with your pencil, but I type it in. It's automatic. It saves right there. As soon as I hit the tab button, the time is down, and that's what goes to POTA. And why does it matter if it's a minute off from your handwritten log or something? Oh, people have cracked me up with crazy stuff. And here's a little POTA tip. you don't really have to email the person and ask them what time they contacted you to confirm it. You can actually go into your POTA log and it'll show up there.
Oh, yep. That too. Send at the speed you can listen.
Well, my here's the thing. I can send a lot faster, but my first activation we're going to do about 12 words a minute. I'm going to succeed because here's the thing. I'm not even spotting this thing. I'm putting I'm going to have like 20 people that's in a message group, and I'm going to hit I'm here, send.
Yeah, but you know what's going to happen.
Well, I was thinking I would be safe, but I got to thinking, I was like, wait a minute. Ribbon's going to pick me up, and that's going to spot me on ham alerts. And it doesn't have to say POTA on ham alerts. People automatically, like, sometimes I test this theory. I will go to a park and run FT8 and not call CQ POTA. I'll just call CQ. And all of a sudden, I'll see all these call signs light up, and they'll all be POTA people. And yeah, they're going to get a POTA contact. But
well, I mean, then again, how many of the people that actually hunt you, right? Like religiously, how many of them actually know CW?
I don't know. But I can tell you that I have hunted CW, and those pileups to me, I mean, they might think they're easy, but they're intense. Like I just hear a bunch of craziness going on.
Kyle's saying you can do it without picking up on RBN, so he'll need to tell you how to do that.
Yeah, that would probably be nice, Kyle. Kyle, I'll gladly put you in the group so you can get me.
Because I told you how I fooled RBN on POTA, right?
How's that?
So I think I just put like /portable when I did FT8, and I went on voice, and I just used my normal call sign, and even with FT8 running, it only spotted the /portable. It did not it didn't on the spotting page. It didn't respot my normal call sign without the /portable onto FT8 at all.
Yeah, because you can do slashes and it'll do that all day long.
Yep. So,
but here's the thing for the people who says that there's certain people that runs 3 radios and that's how they get by with it. Guess what? I watch those spots. There's no slashes from them people.
Yeah, you have to do the slash.
Yeah, you got to, because I can tell you
for the POTA page.
I can tell you, I just went and did a couple of CW contacts with like the Pearsons one day after an activation, and Ribbon picked me right back up, and it switched me over from sideband over to that. Because people's like, I'm coming to hunt you, CW. I'm like, I'm not there. I'm gone. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, good stuff, though. Good stuff.
Why isn't my ham alert alerting me? I just realized that. I must have muted it. Huh. That's weird.
Dan just sent me a real good explanation of the CW upper and lower.
Okay.
Yeah?
And it makes a lot of sense. It's like, well, he said that the ICOM radio calls it CW and CWR for reverse.
Yeah.
So if you look at it that way, it makes more sense.
Yeah. So is the R the lower?
R would be the lower, I believe.
So yeah, that's what I think you would use for like a split op, where like if you're listening on one frequency but you're transmitting on the other.
Okay, here's the I don't know why he would not tell you his park number and stuff like that, but as long as the two of you are just in one park, it doesn't matter if either one of you puts in the park numbers or park to park. The POTA algorithm will pick that up when you're both logged at the same time that you were both in parks, and you'll get credit for the park to park.
Yep.
But if there's a 2 for or 3 for involved, you won't get the additional parks.
Mm-hmm. Well, unless they log it.
So I actually have an adapter ordered, so I can actually do CW on my DX10 because my CW for the 991A uses this.
Yeah.
And for the DX10, it uses this size.
Huh. That's weird.
So I got an adapter ordered. As soon as that gets here, I can do it on the DX10 as well. But
yeah, it's kind of weird.
I really don't know why they switched it for this radio, because like the 710 is right back to the smaller size.
Kyle says you could line up 10 people to send their call, answer them, send 5 NN, log the call, rinse and repeat for the next call, never call CQ.
Okay, and that'll not get ribbon to spot me.
Maybe it'd spot you at the end, but then like you just say QRT on the spotting page.
Okay, so the ideal is I want to put 20 people in this group chat. That way I'm guaranteed 12 contacts. Because I figure 8 of them is going to be busy or something. And if more than 8 of them is busy, somebody's heads are rolling, because I got to have 12 without spotting. Of course, I could always switch to a different frequency if I had to.
Someone put NOTA. What? What's NOTA? Maybe they meant POTA, but they put NOTA. Is that a thing?
NOTA was the old POTA, wasn't
it? Yeah. What national parks on the air?
Yeah, and POTA.
I was kind of thinking NOTA would be like a MIC activator, not parks on the air.
Not on the air.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh. I said I was done ranting too, but we got a bunch
it's NASA on the air.
Oh yeah, that's great.
We do have a bunch of young hunters, and I'm not gonna call you out or anything. I'm just going to try to help you in your POTA experience. When you are hunting an activator, listen for what call the activator is calling. Please do not just throw out your call sign. And I'm going to use Hayden's call sign for example. All right, so I'll say Whiskey Alpha 7, Papa Bravo Echo. You're 5'9", 1810. And then Hayden goes, Kilo Bravo 3, Golf Radio Golf, 5'9", Maryland. Thanks a lot, James, 73. Guess what, Hayden? You're not going in my log because I was not talking to you. Please pay attention and don't talk over other people.
That's where it goes back to the etiquette. Number 1 was listen, listen, listen.
There's a couple of new ones, and I know their call signs very well. And I'm not trying to be mean, but when you do that to me, I get angry, and you get pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. There's people that get knocked back. I could have heard you 30 calls before that, but I'm just pushing you back because you're being rude to other hunters that I'm trying to hunt.
And that's not just the young kids doing that. I was listening to Curtis's activation today, and there's just he's finishing up, and then somebody's trying to get him while he's saying QRZ. You can't talk over the activator while he's asking for more calls.
That's even worse, because I get aggravated a lot of times too, and it's not even the hunter's fault. Like, let's say I call Whiskey Alpha 7 Papa Bravo Echo, and Pat don't hear me because there's people talking over top of me, and then I'm like, Whiskey Alpha 7 Papa Bravo Echo 5'9", and he's like, oh yeah, 5'9". He didn't even hear me, but I get angry because I've called you 3 times, and it's because people's talking over me too.
Exactly.
They blind call. A lot of people would just blind call because
And
I've called people back multiple times and they cannot hear me. I can hear them well, and I know you're just like, oh, he's there. I'm just gonna call. No, you got to hear me.
Yeah. Man, I missed the notice station. Oh well.
NASA on the air, huh?
Yeah,
one of those company ones,
W6JPL, which is out in California, Jet Propulsion Laboratory.
Oh, nice.
So can you get like your Work Dog Galaxy Award and stuff?
They actually have some kind of award. I looked at it a while ago. Hold on, let me look at it. I'll probably pull it up now. Actually,
I wanna get a Wookiee on the air.
Wookiee on the air.
Let's see. It's actually kind of like a little contest. Here, let me see. Is this like the official website? I guess it is. Kyle says you were activating the same park as him today.
The same as him today?
I don't know.
Cool. That's really awesome. So that meant that Kyle was activating the Lewis and Clark Trail. Now I know how it's possible.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
I was like, did
Just
somebody spot me wrong? And then I was like, okay, wait a minute. No, I did Lewis and Clark, and I'm not even going to try to say the Mothman Park's name, but the Mothman Park. I did a twofer.
Yeah, so I guess this has been going on most of the year. But yeah, you get like I guess different points for talking to them over different modes, different bands, and then there's 10 stations. This one's like really close to me. Like I can talk on the repeater, so I might be able to get credit for that.
I think I would like to work the Lewis and Clark Trail in every state that it's in. I think that would be fun.
What states does it go in?
A lot. I don't know, like 13 or something.
Oh, that's an easy. Consult the Google.
It goes way out there. It would be an expensive trip. We'll say
16.
16.
It goes from West Virginia. Yeah, West Virginia to Washington. It's basically like, I guess they go up like the Mississippi and all that, right?
So
you gotta do it in a covered wagon.
It goes from where? West Virginia to Washington?
Yeah.
I thought it don't enter Pennsylvania?
Oh, it's in Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Okay. I thought so.
Yeah, it goes from Pittsburgh to, I think, like the Columbia River. Yeah. Technically, it's in Oregon, too, so... Yeah, that would be a very expensive trip, because you'd have to go from Pennsylvania to go south to, like, Missouri, like St. Louis area, I think. And then you have to go back up north to like the Canadian border and then back down to like Portland.
I mean, I've got 3 of the 16 already done. Why not?
Yeah,
sounds like a goal.
Huh. That would be a very long trip.
Yeah, it would. Already, I do have a kilo in the Lewis and Clark Trail already. It's the Lewis and Clark Trail, there's very few twofers in West Virginia, and pretty much every one of them that is a twofer, you've used the Lewis and Clark Trail.
Let's see. So hiking in Hammond, where's that? Oh, here it is. He wants to do the entire Appalachian Trail and activate every state as I go. Which next year I planned on doing. I don't know if you still plan on coming, James. The whole trail through Maryland.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only like 40 miles.
Yeah.
It'll only probably take a couple of days.
Well, I mean, we're allotting a week for it, but I don't see it taking a week.
No, well,
I mean, it might, because all of us are YouTubers and all of us are radio people too. So,
yeah, I mean,
hiking it, like walking it.
Okay.
Yeah.
From Harper's Ferry to
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I forgot what that area is called.
So my question is,
like Penmar or something.
So my question is how we getting back? I ain't walking back.
Oh, we get picked up. I told Jason that he should park his get a few people to park at the end, because it's only gonna be a couple of days, and just have the cars kind of split up that way. Also, my wife can drive, so I could be like, all right, come get me. So, yeah. That will be cool. I'm thinking about getting myself for Christmas a new, what do you call it? New antenna for POTA. Probably going to go with a Wolf River coil. Or a DX Commander Expedition.
A normal Wolf River coil or the Shorty 40?
I don't know. I want to be able to do 80 meters.
Okay, normal.
Yeah.
I need to pull mine out and use it. I haven't used that in a while.
Yeah, I haven't used mine at all since I got the Eagle One.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. If I train for it, I won't have the Eagle One with me.
Scott said KN3A, he is going to through hike the entire AT 2026. He'll be activating POTA SOTA on the entire time as well.
Nice.
Which AT is really cool because there's a ton of SOTA on it, and it's actually not too bad to get to generally because the trail goes on the ridge line. So sometimes you don't even have to walk anywhere. You just step off the trail and you're activating a POTA with the SOTA, and then the trail runs through a bunch of parks too. So you have those twofers. I think in Harper's Ferry it's a 4-fer or a 3-fer, something like that.
Where in Harper's Ferry?
Well, it runs through the park, and then there's another trail. There's one point where, or maybe that's in Maryland, but it goes over the C&O Canal.
Okay, that's probably in Maryland. I was gonna say I know you can do Harper's Ferry as a twofer. Don't even get me started about that whole trip. That's another one of those. The AT pin is in some other state, but let's not pay attention to that when you go do a 6-hour rove to Harper's Ferry, and then have to go 6 hours back just to get one park. Yeah.
Well, you know who to ask about Harper's Ferry is Carrie KB3WAV. Yeah, she's up there a lot.
She activates it a lot. She probably owns Harper's Ferry, I would say.
Actually, so yeah, that's what I was thinking. So where it meets the C&O Canal, that's also the Potomac National Historic Scenic Trail.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 3-fer, maybe a 4-fer. I don't know, because this map is saying that like the Loudon Heights side is or what is it? Not Loudon Heights. Whatever the mountain is on the Maryland side is part of Harper's Ferry too. So, that'd be cool to do. So
should definitely be a fun trip. I know 2023 is going to be a busy year for me.
Yeah. Sure. Probably not going to Orlando.
I'm probably definitely going to Orlando. The only thing up in the air for me is I don't know if I'm driving to Orlando or if I'm training to Orlando.
You want to do the train again?
It's a possibility. If I do train this year, I think from DC to Florida though, I'm getting the room.
Do the auto train.
No, because if I'm training it's because I don't want to fix all the things I need to fix before I go to Florida in the vehicle.
Well, I'm saying, like, you know what the auto train is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I would have done. So you just drive around down there.
I know, but then what if I get down there and the last wheel bearing that I have not replaced yet goes out?
Got to watch a YouTube video on how to replace a wheel bearing.
They have an excuse to buy a vehicle that doesn't get 12 miles at a gallon.
Yeah, there's that. You know, if I think a car place should just like send me a car and like sponsor my videos, because I will give them all kinds of advertisement.
Oh, there you go.
Pink and Lou are going to Orlando. Aren't going to make it to Orlando, but they are going to Dayton, Huntsville. I'm definitely going to Dayton. I really want to go back to Huntsville. I liked Huntsville a lot. I liked Huntsville more than Dayton. I know that's controversial, but I actually did.
Here's the thing. I really like both shows. And if I was going as a person just to go to a ham fest, I would probably go to Dayton. But as a YouTuber, I would go to Huntsville first because it's so much less work as a YouTuber.
I really like the venue, man.
It's a super friendly venue. It really
well, it's just a really nice venue too. Like Dayton's just brutal because it's beginning of summer and there's no air conditioning. There's nowhere to sit in the shade. Like, it's just brutal. Like even just having like those indoor bathrooms, like that was like Dayton had a couple, but there's a lot of porta potties too.
No, but here's the thing. Ever since you went to Dayton, you can't look at the POTUS page and see Kilo 1940 without going and hunting it, can you?
Oh, Cedar Creek?
Yeah. Every time I see it, I was like, oh, I got to go hunt Cedar Creek.
Dude, you should have gone to the park that's right down the street.
I did.
The one that's...
Oh, you're talking about the one right down the street from the Ham Fest.
Yeah. So I went there and I activated it like almost all in 2 meters. It was awesome. Like I just called CQ POTA on like the calling frequency, and like 10 people came back to me. It's like, all right, thanks for helping me activate the park. It's only like 2 or 3 miles away. It's really close. That park.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. It's right there.
Yeah, it's just like a historic site, but it was awesome. I just sat there in the car, put up my little mag mount, and called CQ, and a bunch of people got back to me.
Speaking of Dayton, last year, Dayton was where I got to introduce the Pearsons to their first activation ever.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what, I created some little monsters, and I cannot wait to see what they have in store for my live stream this week, because this week they are taking over my live stream. It is going to be A-Track. It's not A-Track this week. I'll be there, but me and Hayden's going to be chilling and taking it easy, and they're going to run the show. So hopefully,
exciting.
Hopefully they won't get me banned from YouTube or anything, but. It's going to be fun stuff. Good stuff. I'm excited about it.
Well, let's see. Hayden's on right now, not our Hayden, but the Down Under Hayden.
The Down Under Hayden.
The Down Under Hayden.
Yeah.
He had 25,000 subscribers. It was a pretty big accomplishment.
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of it. He said he's going to reduce some of his time at his day job to make some more YouTube content. So that'll be good.
I'm hoping that is in my future.
Speaking of CW, Jason, Ham Radio 2.0 at 8 o'clock Eastern, is doing a little presentation on the Morse Monkey. It's a CW learning tool. So for much of us in the chat, that might be something worth watching. And I thought Red Summit Charlie had a video tonight, but maybe not. Is it Frank, maybe?
I don't know, but don't forget Lou said he's got one too.
Yep. Go watch Lou's video after this. You know what? Let me pull it up, in fact, and link it in the oh boy. I can't think today.
Lou, I promise at some point during this night I will watch it. I gotta get straight over to the business call after this. We got several things we need to talk about.
All right, here we go. Here's Lou's video. You can go check that out. I don't know who's on after this, so it's not Charlie. If it's Charlie, I'd link it, but I don't think it's Frank either. I think Hayden kind of doing his thing tonight, which congratulations to him. Be sure you guys go over there to Ham Radio DX and send them your best wishes. The dude makes great videos, honestly.
He's hilarious too.
Yeah, he makes great ham radio videos.
I like their him and Radio Runner do the half-hour kilowatt power. Those are hilarious videos.
Yep.
To watch.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna go ahead and cut it to here for tonight. James, what you got going on this week?
This week I returned back to work tomorrow, unfortunately. So back to be my normal activating schedule. 1 in the morning and 1 to 4 in the evening. Wednesday night I've got my stream with the where the boys are taking over, and I got a lot of stuff coming up for sure. That's why I got to have this business call tonight. Need to talk to my Patreons about some stuff. So lots of exciting things going to happen for me in 2023, I think.
What about you, Hayden? Anything cool coming up?
Oh, nothing too exciting. Back working the day job and hunting at night when I can get in. And I wanted to go out and activate today, but the weather didn't cooperate too much. I didn't feel like going out in the rain. It was just a blah day. Hopefully I'll go out and get an activation next weekend.
Did you feel my eyes rolling when you said it, Hayden?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Came through the headphones.
And I'm gonna go walk around Camp David area with a bunch of antennas and radios and see what happens. So
make sure and have your copy of your license with you.
Yeah, I know.
And wear an orange vest because it's hunting season.
Can't hunt where I'm going though. You're not supposed to. Yeah. Well, around there, I wouldn't be surprised if people get red flags. That's a topic for a different day. Anyways, all right. Well, 7-3s to everybody, and Covain. I guess you got the empties. So, have a great night, and we'll see everybody next week.
Covain, go to the business call.
73, everyone.
73.